Okay, so today we'll be learning about the Myaamia ribbon work. So,
To start off, we'll explain what ribbon work is. Ribbon work is the layering, cutting, folding, and sewing of ribbons to produce really cool geometric designs. One of the goals of ribbon work is usually to have like a shimmering effect, which means it looks like the patterns are dancing and moving. It's like an optical illusion. And then what is ribbon work inspired artwork? That is where you're making art and you're taking inspiration from the patterns of ribbon work without doing it in the same process and using the same materials.
okay, and then the past significance of this. So they were traditionally worn for special occasions, and they still are today. They usually wear them for dances. They have annual gatherings for the summer and winter, like we said last presentation. They barter them. They would paint them on like hides, and they would barter those hides and also just have those decorations on the hides from the animals. And then they used to incorporate metals into them, and then they still do today as well.
Okay, and then the next thing we're going to talk about is revitalization. So last week we talked about forced removal and how all the people were spread out across America, and a lot of their culture was lost. So for a while, ribbon work as a process was lost from the community, but there is a lot of ribbon work pieces in museum archives, and people were looking back at the ribbon work in museums to relearn the processes. And they categorized all of these into books to reteach the community. These are accessible to all members of the community, and they also have workshops so community members can learn with their friends and family.
Okay, so cultural appropriation, appreciation. We did touch on this last week. So does anybody remember what a cultural appropriation is? And have them answer. And then what is cultural appreciation? Okay, discuss that. And then we want to talk about the effects of cultural appropriation. Usually this is often offensive and insensitive to culturals and their history, or culturals and their history. It often provides like false histories and inaccuracies with them, and it creates a negative stereotype about the surrounding culture.
All right, and then the effects of appreciation, which is what we want to be doing. It can help you appreciate differences with other people and their backgrounds, and it can help you understand and respect others, and it can make you engage with other cultures, learn about it, and appreciate it without harming them or taking their culture.
Okay, so here's an example. We want you guys to see what would you classify this as, either appropriation or appreciation, and then discuss why.
And here's our next example. Here's some merch from the Myaamia and Miami University. And do you guys think this is appreciation or appropriation? Discuss it.
Okay. And then here we have example artists. So these are all contemporary artists that are practicing today. Karen Baldwin was our first one. She's a tribal spouse and has permission to practice and create ribbon work. She teaches traditional Myaamia ribbon works to all generations through her workshop she creates. And then we have pictures of the hat that she made and also a tote bag.
And another example artist is Kara Strauss, and she also is a contemporary Myaamia artist, and she also does the traditional ribbon work. And you can see there she has like moccasins and pads for like the game they play, and they're really well done.
Okay. And then our last one is Megan Sekulich. She's a contemporary Myaamia artist as well, and she uses traditional narratives, ribbon work patterns with contemporary materials and ideas. And she actually attended Miami University and graduated quite recently. So here's an image of her work. So we can see the shimmering effect that she uses in the diamonds going through the piece.
All right, and then we're gonna start on the craft. So we're gonna go through the instructions really quick, and then on the next slide, we will have photos of the step-by-step process, and you guys will each receive a couple handouts for your table to look through as you're completing the craft. So first you'll want to cut out the diamond patterns from each template. You each should have a red one, blue one, and a black one, and a white one. And then you'll fold your black solid paper down the center, hot dog style, to create the center line, and then flatten it back out. And then you'll first take a diamond, the white diamond, and align it with the center, and you'll glue down each one as we go. Then you'll take the black diamond and align it with the white one, and you really want to focus on making sure the negative and positive spaces are aligned and making sure each of the peaks and valleys of the diamonds line up. And then you'll move on to the red diamond and align it with the others, and then on the other side of the center line, you'll repeat this process. So it should be symmetrical.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so show the step-by-steps of the photos, and then
Pass out the demos.
yeah, and what was the next one? Wrap up.
Oh.
Okay, and then we do a reflection. So what did we make today? What is Myaamia ribbon work made of? Can you name a Myaamia artist? How are ribbon work patterns used in the past? And what is cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation? And then we can leave room at the end as well to, if they have any more questions for us.
Yes, we should add any question slide.
And then we also need to add, so at the beginning, if we get questions from the previous one,
Oh yeah,
for the first lesson, we can
answer
answer
those
first. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
okay,
That's it.
that's it.